So as you prepare, again, be comfortable and bring your attention kind of into your spine. So everything from your sacrum, the curve of your lower back, the lesser curve of your longer thoracic spine, and then finally a nice light curve in your cervical spine and your neck so that your head feels like it's in the perfect place and is supported by that spinal structures. And if we find that perfect place for our head, we might get the sort of feeling that we're in the perfect spot because our spine is in neutral, to really experience the inner core of our body, or the energetic center of ourselves. And in order to access that more clearly or deeply or with more awareness, we're going to use our breath. So we're going to begin by breathing in and following that breath right down the front of our spine. So it starts at our head, moves down in our neck, down our middle, our torso, all the way down to the base of our body. And as we exhale, we can follow it up in the same way. All the way down from our seat, or more specifically, our pelvic floor, all the way up the front of our spine. And then when it gets into our cervical spine, we can imagine that breath going right out the top of our head. And then the awareness moves back in front of the nose, and we breathe in through the nose all the way down. And we take a nice long, slow exhale and follow the breath all the way up. And as we do this, we might find that a certain deepening of the breath allows us to get more in touch with that center of our system. And as we continue breathing comfortably, we might begin to notice that the muscles at the root of our body, our pelvic floor, relax a little on that inhale, and ever so slightly contract on the exhale. So for a moment, let your mind become aware of that. And if that's not something the mind finds easily, you could help it along by contracting those muscles just slightly on the exhalation, just slightly. And then following the breath up and out. And then as we inhale, follow the breath down and allow those muscles to relax. Not a big strenuous exercise, but just very lightly. Inhaling, belly expanding, maybe the pelvic floor releasing. And then on the exhale, just a tiny bit of effort in those muscles as the breath moves up and out. And if that's eluding you in any way, that's absolutely fine. Just breathe in and follow the breath down the spine in any way your mind easily does, and as you exhale, follow it up. As we continue to breathe and move our awareness down and up this way, our breath can become more and more subtle. We can let go of any effort in any of our muscles and simply watch the breath go all the way down to the base of our body and all the way up again. Moving down on the inhale and up on the exhale. No struggle, simply moving the awareness down and up with the breath. If we find ourselves getting distracted from our breath and the movement of our awareness, we can concentrate the mind by adding an om as we breathe in and breathe out. Saying to ourselves om as we inhale and follow the breath down all the way to the base of our body. And om as we breathe out, following the breath all the way out the top of our head. And we'll relax into our breaths and the movement of our awareness and possibly these oms for the next few moments. Let's take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. And another deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. Let's bring our palms together in front of our hearts. May all beings be free and happy. Bowing to your own heart. Namaste.